Hello everyone, this is Moses from ZAATAR Gardens. I'm continuing my spring garden tour. I cut off right here with the grass. I believe I talked about the sun chokes already, the Jerusalem artichokes. This is a stone fruit multi-grafted tree. This is a Santa Rosa plum. Behind is apricot, balium, or is it balium or Tintin? But regardless, it's an apricot. Fantasia nectarine, and Babcock white peach. It's pretty peach. It tastes just like honey. So if you guys a lot of people are skittish with the white peach because there's not as much flavor as the yellow peaches, but there's no comparison on the sweetness. This is a burgundy plum. I've been told it's the most productive plum tree variety in the world, and I do agree with it with previous videos I've done with the flowering that this can do. Look how small of a tree this is, and look how many fruit. There were a lot more fruit on here, but I knocked a lot of them off. This is just full of how short this tree is. This is an ultra dwarf as well, only about 6 feet, 7 feet, and that's it. You can't grow any real taller. It gets just leggy after that. It doesn't really want to branch out, so I just cut it back down. This is an all-in-one almond. I already ate a lot of the almonds off of it. And I'll show you something quick too. I raise quail as well, and I eat the eggs, or I use the eggs as fertilizer in my garden. I just put them next to plants, crush them down, and let them fertilize. Whatever they got to do happens in nature, so I'm going to mimic it as well. So this is a lemon tree that died. It's too bad. It is what it is. But this was a Eureka lemon. It's mostly because it's always this area right here towards the fence always gets shade in the winter, and this had shade for 6 months of the year, and when it got warmer and finally had sun on it, couldn't take it and just perished. This big patch over here, all of this is Oregonum syricum, Syrian oregano. That's what I use my what do you call it, my Zaatar mix with. I cut it down, dry it up, and mix sumac, roasted sesame seeds, and salt, a little bit of salt. I'm going to do another video today about that as well. This is a Satsuma mandarin. I'm going to talk about the back first before the raised bed. This is a Meyer or Meyer lemon. How small that is. Last year it was 30 lemons came off that little plant. Sorry for the air conditioner starting. This is a Algerian or Clementine mandarin back there. Can't really see it amongst everything else. This is a pumpkin plant, or it could be squash. I'm not too sure, but it was I didn't plant it. My son likes smashing pumpkins and squash and other things like that when we don't need them in the fall. When we don't need them, or when we don't need to eat, like our pumpkins and stuff, he just smashes them. I don't know if you can see it in there. So this grown dramatically bigger than the other pumpkin plant I have in the garden, because the celestial fig that's in the pot, I put really good compost tea into this soil, and it runs off into this area, and this just took off. These three pots are moringa plants. This is a not an ultra dwarf, but a dwarf grape. This grape plant only gets this large with this big of leaf. That's it. Here's his clusters. That's as big as they get. This is my raised bed full of cilantro, Persian cucumber. Cilantro's done though. Garlic, onions, everbearing strawberries, yellow habanero peppers, extremely hot peppers, tomatoes, another tomato. Gotta eat some today. Some bigger tomatoes over here. More strawberries. Guess who eats them all? I never get to have any. My son, of course. Parsley. Aleppo peppers. They're not really doing so well. This is my first time ever growing them. A little bit of chive, marigolds. Some are savory. Okay, let's keep going. This is a citronella plant, a mosquito plant. Behind here, you can see the leaves here. Behind here is a potted Concord grape. This is a Thompson seedless. This rarely gets any sun. This grape plant here, and look how large it gets. It goes all the way up the tree in the complete shade. Concord in complete shade. Been told, no, you're wasting your time, Moses. Why are you putting grapes in the shade? You know, this complete shade over here. Do you see how bright and big and gorgeous these leaves are? Yeah, they could probably do a little bit better in the sun though, but still, it can be done. There is fruit on them as well, but it can be done. I really did it for the look, because I wanted to sit on my patio and just look at my fence that I created and just look at all the leaves while I'm sitting down and relaxing in the patio. This is another grape plant in a pot, surrounded by fennel that I got to take out soon. But yeah, I would say that you're supposed to grow grapes in the sun. But I mean, look at the grape leaves. Look how shiny that is. People would kill just to have their houseplants look this shiny. Look how beautiful that is. And this is in complete shade. How dark green that is. Complete shade. How soft. There's no sun that's ever on this grape except for that little area right there. Everything else is in complete shade, and it's growing vigorously. This is mini roses. There's a katuk plant here, K-A-T-U-K. It didn't really take off well. It tastes like peanut butter. The leaves taste like peanut butter, high in protein as well. There's a mushroom plant in here, not mushrooms, but a mushroom plant. These vines that you see going like this is a longevity or cholesterol spinach. There's onions and garlic in here as well to keep away some pests. More miniature roses. Here's my quail pen. I put some fresh zaatar dried and parsley. But there they are. There's 5 females. I don't have any males. There's 5 females in here. They're probably sitting on the eggs. Let's see if there's any eggs in here. See a little nest. Yeah, there is. They made a little nest right there. They produce, I would say, 1 to 2 eggs a day. So it's about 6 feet tall. Oh, there's some more. And those weren't there this morning. There's another one. Anywho, I'll leave them alone. This is a pink lady apple, my second most favorite apple. My first favorite is the Macintosh apple. But tough time finding it, and I like pink lady, and pink lady was developed in Australia so it could take the heat. So, and we have a lot of that here in Central California, which is a good thing if you're a gardener, because that's how we get early fruit sets and bigger and sweeter fruit. You need that, especially stone fruit. You need that that heat, long summers. So let's see. This is now these two trees here. This is a Flavor Delight Apium, and this is a Heavenly White Nectarine. I planted these two here so it can give me afternoon shade when the hot summer sun comes from this direction into the house. Give me afternoon shade with 2 trees that I'm going to let grow as tall as the roof. Now, a lot of you know that have subscribed to my channel. I don't like any tree that's over my fence line. I cut it back down. These two are going to be the exception. I'm going to let these grow up 10 feet tall. It's that fruit. I already ate some. It's pretty good. And I already ate some Flavor Delight Apiums. They're really good, but some fell. It's really good. Actually, I'm saying really good. This is probably the best tasting apricot I've ever tasted. I think it's 75. The parentage is 75% apricot, 25% plum. It's a hybrid. Zaeger genetics. Not a GMO. It's a hybridization. So this is what many would refer to as the most flavorful pomegranate variety in the world. It's called Parfianca. It is the perfect balance between sweet and acidity, sweet and acid. So I cut it back. It was a lot bigger than this, but I cut it back hard so it could branch out again. And I'm going to prune this back like a tree, like I did my other pomegranate. So yes, let's see. Sorry for a little mess, but every gardener, I guess, has a little bit of mess here and there. I grow wheat and stuff like that. Barley, hops, whatever, peas, so I can crush them and throw them into the quail pen. I don't want them on corn because they're not meant to be eating that stuff. They're meant to eat bugs. They're meant to eat greens. Zaatar seeds. They eat the seed. They eat the flower pods. Some of them don't trust me. I think that's anxiety prone. Her name is AP. She doesn't trust anybody. Nope, nope, that's not it. There's another one hiding. That's AP. Anxiety prone. She does not trust me at all. At all. I don't know why. I gave up. But yeah, once again, if you don't think you can grow grapes in complete shade, this is always in shade. There's never any sun here, especially because of all the trees. These trees were put here before, way before I even bought this house. But yeah, if you don't think you can grow beautiful big grape leaves in complete shade, and grapes, there's grapes on here as well, fruits that are more in the center, and there's a little bit here and there. But my son came around and started playing with them, pulling them off. But like I said, I'm not really growing this plant for the food. I'm growing it for the look. And to end the video, I believe, let me do a quick thought in my mind. Did I do everything that I want to do? Yes, so the most important thing is this lush, and I already did a previous video on this. This lush grass I have. I call this organically grown grass. There's no Scots, there's no nitrates, there's no Miracle-Gro, there's none of that crap. This is all done with very small bits of wood chips and seaweed fertilizer. Look how lush and green and thick this is. This is all from seed. This is not sod. This is tall fescue. This is what once a week you'll grow 6 inches, maybe 5 to 6 inches every week. I've measured. I mow it down, which it needs mowing today or tomorrow. I mow it down and I place it underneath a fruit tree that looks like it needs a little bit of help. Now, when I put this grass underneath fruit trees that need a little bit of help, I pull the grass back, like I push the grass back under the fruit tree. The biggest colony of earthworms and bugs and everything else are underneath this grass. That tells me that I'm doing something right. The grass seed stalks, like you see here, these will grow like 6 feet tall. These will grow, if I allow it, they'll grow 4 to 6 feet tall, which I have to cut them back. So it's just production of, I don't know. I'm glad I decided not to use weed and feed or whatever like that. And I haven't watered this in 2 weeks, and we've already had a couple 100 days here in Central California. Look at how bright this is. This and the wood chips, I believe, are the reason why I have such a productive garden in the short amount of time I've lived here. My problem is not growing things; it's holding things back, containing them. Because everything, look at this. I've already pruned that flat donut peach, the Saturn peach. You see how tall it is right here? I've already pruned this 4 times this year. 4 times. And I'm not even pulling the fruit off yet because I can't contain it. It keeps on wanting to go to 20 feet if it wants. It's amazing. But this is the key. Or I don't know if I've heard that term before, but organically grown grass that I use as a living mulch and I use to feed my quail with. But this is the key. Look how dark it is. I hope you're in awe of this sheen. It looks like I could get a comb or a brush and just brush it like hair. It looks like this is all shiny grass right here. This is folded over another way, dark. I don't fertilize chemically. This is organic. The ones that you're fertilizing chemically, do you have grass that looks like this? Isn't this amazing? All of it is amazing, in my opinion. So, every square foot I try to grow. I don't try to grow here because I don't want nothing next to my house. So, pretty much done with the tour. I'll just see if I see anything other little thing cool that I can point out, but not really much. I'll just stay quiet and I'll walk back to the patio and you can just look at the garden. guess the dogs don't want me to be quiet. My neighbor's dogs. Moses, how do you water all this? This is insane. I only water once a month. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Maximum. Max. Avocado? I had someone comment on one of my videos. I believe that you should be watering it once every day or something like that. Well, I'm here to tell you, commenter, that I only water that every 10 to 12 days. Maximum. Any more than that? I've never done more than that. That tree right here. You can't even tell anymore. This used to be desolate. But anyways, love it. I love doing this. So, pretty cool. I'll do another tour in summer when all the fruit and a lot of the stuff is ready. Happy gardening, everyone. Keep on doing whatever you love doing, especially if it's gardening. All right, bye.